I was falsely accused of cheating by my wife. She took my kids and I lost my job. I spent years rebuilding my life, and when she found out I became rich, she tried to sue me for alimony. So I turned the tables in the most unexpected way. 3 years after my divorce, I was barely scraping by as a freelance graphic designer, living in a studio apartment, eating ramen, the whole divorced dad starter pack. My ex-wife Laura had convinced everyone I was having an affair with my work partner Michelle. She'd moved in with her trainer Kevin the day our divorce was finalized. Then my weird uncle Robert died, the guy everyone called crazy because he collected vintage comic books and lived like a hermit. Family reunions were awkward because Robert would corner people and lecture them about Superman #1 being better than gold. Turns out Uncle Robert wasn't so crazy. His comic collection was worth $2 million. A mint-condition Superman #1 worth $3.2 million alone. I inherited everything. The local newspaper ran the story. By noon, my phone was buzzing like crazy. Within 48 hours, guess who called? Laura, who hadn't spoken to me in 6 months except through lawyers. "Hey, stranger," she purred, using that voice she used to get expensive dinners. "I heard about your uncle. I'm so sorry for your loss. 2 years ago, she called him that smelly comic book weirdo. The kids have been asking about you," she continued. "Maybe we could meet for coffee. Discuss their future now that your situation has changed." Translation: I smell money and want my cut. I agreed to meet at Brewster's where we had our first date. She showed up in a brand new BMW X5, designer handbag, fresh manicure, clothes that cost more than my monthly rent. Interesting upgrade for someone claiming financial struggles. "You look good," she said with that fake smile. "Success suits you." We ordered coffee. She got some $12 specialty drink. I got black coffee. "The twins really miss you," she started. "Rachel keeps asking why daddy doesn't take them on vacation. And Daniel wants Little League, but you know how expensive that is." Classic Laura manipulation, making me feel guilty about money. "With your new situation," she continued, "maybe we could work out better custody. The kids deserve to benefit from their father's good fortune." Then came her real play. "Actually, I've been thinking about our divorce timeline. Some of those comics probably appreciated during our marriage. My lawyer thinks I might have a claim to a portion of the inheritance." I nearly choked. We'd been divorced for 2 years. Robert died 3 days ago. "Laura, we've been divorced since 2021. Robert died Monday." She waved dismissively. "But the collection existed during our marriage. Community property laws are complex." Her attorney. Of course she'd already consulted someone. "You know what?" I said, reaching into my jacket. "Uncle Robert actually left something for you too." Her eyes lit up like a jackpot. She probably expected a valuable comic or check. I handed her an envelope with her name in Robert's handwriting. She tore it open eagerly. I watched her face change as she read. Confusion, shock, pure panic. The letter was a masterpiece. Robert had documented everything. Photos of Laura with Kevin 6 months before she filed for divorce. Screenshots where she bragged about taking me to the cleaners. Bank records of her secret account. A timeline of her lies about my supposed affair. The final paragraph was perfect. "Laura, you destroyed my nephew's family for money and vindictive pleasure. This inheritance is specifically structured to exclude you and prevent fraudulent claims. The trust documents were designed by 3 law firms to stop exactly what you're attempting. Nice try, but my nephew deserves better. P.S. Kevin's been cheating on you with your yoga instructor." Laura's hands shook. Her perfect composure cracked. "This can't be legal," she stammered. "Completely legal," I said. "Robert hired a private investigator during our divorce. He spent 2 years protecting his money from exactly this scenario." She looked around like planning an escape. Other customers were staring. "The kids," she tried weakly. "This isn't about me." "You're right," I agreed. "Which is why Robert's will sets aside money for Rachel and Daniel's education, but only if they maintain a relationship with their father." Laura left without finishing her $12 drink or paying. 2 days later, her lawyer confirmed she had no legal claim whatsoever. "The kids are coming next weekend. We're going to Disneyland," something Laura promised for 3 years but never delivered because it was too expensive. Robert left final instructions for buying the kids their dream treehouse and a college fund Laura can't touch. Sometimes the family weirdo is the wisest person in the room.